4, where we're stripping down the rest of the interior and hopefully get some more work done on the outside. I'm really proud of how it's been going so far. Really been looking at our next project, but when it comes to it, when we finally find one and when we've sold some more parts on this, I'll update you guys on what it is. So without further ado, let's get into the car. Alright, we're in the car. I'm going to try and get this this off. I don't know actually the name for it, and then I mean I might have to get the fuse box and stuff off there. I mean some of the fuses might be alright, because if you watched in the first video we started the car up, we had to jump start it, but there was no lights or nothing on. So I mean the fuses could come spare. I'll put them in a little box when I take it out and just see. But the wiring loom, obviously some of the bits broke off or bent. They're alright, that's from the passenger airbag, but yeah, so that's just why. Hopefully I can get it off without having to take the steering wheel off, because I thought I had to get that off. I had to undo that to get the indicator stalk off, but I didn't, and I actually busted the I think it's in here still, the 16mm. You can see it there. It cracked when I tried to turn it, so I know now that you don't have to take that off for an indicator stalk. But yeah, we're going to try and get this off. So we've got a few bolts here, looks like 10mm. We've got some under here. I think we can get it off without actually taking the steer. I think this is a steering rack. Actually taking that off, so that'd be good if we can. But we'll see. Let's go. Alright guys, so I was having a bit of issues with this, but I've budged this. I've managed to get it to move. I got the handbrake off as well, which was a touch. You literally, I'll just show you now, if you can see that. This cable here, there is a bolt on there, so you can tighten the handbrake, and I'm guessing, and loosen it. So I've just spent like 5 minutes loosening that, because it does take a while. Just moves slow up the I forgot what it's called, like the thread. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to get this off, so if you know, just let me know, but I'll research it up and try get it off. I'm trying to get them cables out, but yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to move that. If I budged this from underneath, and it slowly started moving, but I need to get them off. I don't know what them bolts are at the end here. Can't seem to. If I can get this off, but I don't think I can without getting this big bar off. But I managed to get it to move, which is one good sign, I suppose. raining right now. It's taken me a couple of days to film this video just because of my job and stuff, so I've been working and stuff, so trying to fit it around work, but I'm doing the best I can. Sometimes I've been working late, so I've been trying to you know, I'll do a bit of this before I go to work, and then I'll go to work, and then depends on how late it is when I finish. I've do a little bit, but yeah, so this bar, I actually managed to get it off. I do apologise for not recording it, but I broke that, obviously not meaning to, but this is still stuck on, but I found out how to get it off. I got the AC unit off, sorry. They're here, there's like 2 pipes, it comes in there, and there's 2 pipes, I'll show you in a second. But yeah, so basically I messed up pretty bad with this. So where is it? It might be upside down. Yeah, it's upside down. So let me just turn it around. It's pretty heavy, but you can tell it's an absolute mess in here with parts and stuff. I'm just trying to sort it out, but it's raining as well, so I don't want to get damage anything too much. But yeah, so there, just make sure you're patient when you do things like this, because I got the grinder out, I messed up, I burnt the glass, the windscreen, but it actually turns out that these have really long screws, one each side. I'll just show you now. It's the plastic, there's like a rubber seal here. What's on there? There's like the plastic thing here, that triangle, and then you've got a rubber seal here, and it's like a, I think it's an 8 mil bolt in there, and then obviously the same the other side, and then that's how you get that's how you get the AC unit off. Is these 2 pipes here, and then I'm waiting for this special tool to get this off, because I was twisting it. As you can see, I've bent all the pipe because I had no clue. I've done research, couldn't really find anything, and then I finally found a video what showed me, and there's little springs on this side because I tried it with pliers. There's little springs, so you get a special tool when it clips in, push it up, and you just pull it off, and then that should release the heating system. But we'll see, because you can see the heating system there, because I got these covers off thinking that would be it, the reason why, but it's not. I'm going to try to get a bit more done, but it is raining, so it's quite hard because I don't want to damage the parts. But yeah, I'm trying to get that off. When the tool comes, I can get this off, and then that's out of the way. Then I can get all the pedals off. The carpet's not really good for anything now because of how dirty it is. I'll get the fuse box out. Then we'll move towards the back of the car. But yeah, we've done quite a lot. So yeah, all the roof lines off, the back of the car there. But yeah, so I've got to go through the part. Also, I've got to sort out these sills, because stupidly I took them off, but I didn't write. I thought they'd all be the same size, but I didn't actually write on each one. I was going to write on the inside where it came from, like the passenger door, rear door, or something like that. But I've got to put them all back on now, and just see what ones go where, then I can put them up for sale, because they actually sell pretty well. I see some of them are selling for about £20 each, so I might, I might just see how we get on with those. Yeah, I've had a few people inquire. About some parts, and I've actually sold 5 parts. I've sold the headlights, the rear lights, the centre console with the climate controls. I've just sold the fog lights today, and the washer bottle and the motor, which was good. So it's all working out. So when we get all this other stuff listed, I've got a few people interested as well. I've had a few people ask me about the steering wheel. Oh god, had a few people ask me about the steering wheel as well. Wanted more pictures for any scuffs and whatever. so hopefully someone will buy that eventually. I've got someone watching the boot lid, but it is very wet, so I'm going to try and shift some of this stuff to the shed, which is my dad's shed, because I'm still waiting for my shed to come. I've ordered it, but it takes about 3 weeks to turn up, which is annoying, but it is what it is, isn't it? So, but hopefully I can get, hopefully that part with the part, it's not meant to, it could take all day to come to get that special tool, but if we can get the rest of it out, because I think I can access the foot pedals without getting that out, and then also access, well, I can get the fuse box, I can see I can get that. It looks like there's just 3 nuts, but we always run into issues, but hey, it's all part of the parcel of learning. I've learnt so much from doing this as well, which is actually really good. I'm really enjoying it as well. It's so fun, just like, you know, building your knowledge and whatever. But yeah, I've got most of the stuff in here is listed up for sale, but I've just got to go through it, make sure. But I've got to do these trims. I might sell the trims as a job lot. I'm not sure. I don't think I broke any of the clips trying to get out. Some of them are really tough. But yeah, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'll try to get some more time lapse in. I'll definitely get some more time lapse in when we drop the engine out and take bits off the engine, and we've still got loads more to do underneath the car. So. Alright guys, so I've sorted out a little bit of the car. I've put some of the, I've shut the boot and put some of the stuff back in. I've put the door seals on briefly. You should be able to see that the light's quite poor in here because it's dark and the windows are tinted in the back. But I've put a couple on there, and I've put one on there. Obviously I've left this one off because it will fit that door, so I'm just going to leave them on for the time being. Obviously the doors and stuff will come off last, but I'm obviously waiting for the part so I can get the I think they're the coolant pipes. I'm not too sure. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I think it's not the coolant, sorry, the AC pipes. I think it's something to do with the AC. Also, this AC unit, I didn't realise the coolant was still in, or the liquid was still in the tubes, and I lifted it up and it leaked all over me. But yeah, so I've cleaned it up a bit. I've put some more stuff in the boot. I've got the boot trims, small bits. I've got some pipes from the engine. But yeah, just got like some trims with air box and engine cover there. But yeah, so I've been cleaning it up, but I'll show you the mess. Obviously there's cables everywhere. I'll just turn the camera around now. But yeah, that's the mess I'm dealing with at the minute. So I'm just, obviously the wiring loom is like all caught up there and over there. It's my toolkit. I'm still trying to get this off. I've been trying to look it up. I think there's like some sort of clips back here. I don't know if you can see that. There, I've got to try it, but they're really tough. So quite, it hurts your fingers a little bit trying to squeeze it. But the steering column, I think there's like a bolt or something down behind the carpet there, which I can get off. But these pedals, I believe there's about six bolts or 8 bolts or something on that, sorry, to get off. And then that should come. I've undone the cables there, as you can see, and then the fuse box we can get. Obviously I'm limited for space in the shed because I've got the 2 front seats in there, the dashboard, and obviously it's my dad's shed as well, so there's bikes and stuff in there. So at the minute I'll move it around at some point this week and squeeze as much as I can so I can then get the back seats out and take the interior, and then take the doors out, and then I can strip the doors down for like the door cards and the speakers. I'm going to give them a wipe as well because the mud from is really bad outside. It's raining as well, and then hopefully get the rear quarter glass out and stuff, and see how we get on with that. I also looked oh, cable there. Also looked at another Ford Fiesta. Some guy was selling it, I think in Cambridgeshire. He wanted, I think he had it up for 250, and I got him down to 150 because it needed a front spring, and it also needed an MOT. Plus it's done 175,000 miles, and that's a lot of miles for a petrol engine and such a small car. I mean, I thought, because it's a Ford Fiesta and it needed a front spring, I've literally got the front spring sitting right here, which I could just take it off, so that would cost me nothing. Or I think they go for about 15 quid, so you could class it as that. And then, so I could put it through the MOT, but then you got to think, if it fails, it could be, you know, if it fails, it could cost you more than what it's worth. And the recovery, I got quoted about £100, £120 to get it recovered. So then that's with the MOT, looking at about £300, and no one's really going to want to buy a car with 175,000 miles on. It was like an orangey colour, so sort of hard to justify whether someone will buy it. I mean, someone might buy it, but they won't want it. You won't be able to put a good, decent price tag on it, or make, you know, a decent profit with such high miles. If it had only done 75,000 miles, one, probably he wouldn't be selling it that cheap, and two, it'd probably fly off the market, because it's a good little car for a first driver. So, or a learner. Overall, that's about what I've been doing all week, is stripping this a little bit, as you guys can see, and just sort of trying to find my next project. I don't know what you guys think about this, but I've been looking. I don't really know how it would work, or how I'd be able to do it, but I was looking at like petrol lawnmowers and stuff, trying to fix them as well, just like one-off videos and things. If you guys want to see that, just let me know. But I thought that'd be quite good. Learn, you know, just do some cool stuff like that, and just see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna crack on. I'm gonna get the fuse box off. I'm gonna try and get these pedals off. I'll have a look at the steering column and see if I can get that off as well. And then if the part turns up and it's not too dark, I'll try to squeeze that in this video. And then during the week I'll move all the stuff out of the car, hopefully, so then we can completely gut the rest of the car, and then that will more or less be the interior done then. The wiring harness, like I've said before, I've broke a couple of clips. I'm not really sure if it's worth all that much. But yeah, other than that, pretty solid stuff. I don't know if we can get the rear quarter panel off. It looks like it's been welded in, probably has. If not, then it's, you know, it's one of them things. But if we can get it off, it all helps towards the end profit, doesn't it? The end value. But yeah, I'm going to crack on with this and just see how I get on. And I'll see you guys soon. Right. Handbrake needs to be cleaned up. A lot of oil on the bottom, well, like greasy stuff on the bottom, and then obviously mud. Put that there. All these cables. Oh yeah, when you take stuff off, just like watch where you put your knees and stuff on, like the bolts here, because I've done it a couple of times now. I've put my knee right on the bolt and it really hurts. And also I pierced my shoe. That's why I've changed my shoes, because I pierced it and it went right through. So yeah, I'm going to try and get this off now and just see how we get on. Hopefully these wires won't be too much in the way. Yeah. guys, I've run into an issue here. I've took this off. Obviously the brake pedal's connected to the brake fluid bottle. And I've pulled it, I don't know what's happened. And there's also 2 cables there on the clutch. So I'm going to try see how to get them off. So I went out there and I was like clipping the cables, but nothing was happening. So I'll just see how to get them off. Alright guys, so I managed to get the pedals off. I was a little bit messing around. I was trying to find videos or researching it as well, just how to get it off, but it was more or less just like changing the little grips on the pedals and things like that, or putting them on, or taking off a different thing, sort of thing. So I had a little bit messing around myself. I went out to the engine bay, as you can see, and I was just like pulling on it, and I was trying to unclip these things, but I couldn't seem to do it. And then I see this one video, this guy on a different car unclipped something. So I was looking for like a spring, because it was literally just the brake pedal what was connected. So I'm looking around, and I see this little spring or a little clip thing, and I'm like, oh, it could be that. But I'll just show you now what was holding it in. So if you do have a Ford Fiesta Mark 6, this is literally how you'll be able to get the pedals off if you want to change the whole pedal system and sort of thing. But I'll just turn the camera around now and just show you guys what I took off. So you can see here that it's off. So I managed to get it off. So, oh, just hit my head. There's 2 cables out there. I've moved one aside because the fluid started leaking, but you can see obviously the engine's there. I unbolted the brake servo as well, but the other pipe's up above, I think. I pulled it back out the way. So literally where that is there, this was in there like that. That was literally in there like that, holding this on. So I just pushed it out, just unclips. Just got, well, it literally just popped straight out. It's been difficult now. Come on. I just had a little screwdriver. Should still be down here somewhere. Yeah, what did I do with that little screwdriver? Always put your tools somewhere where you can find them. But yeah, so literally this pops out. If I can get it out. I should have never put it in. Oh well, anyway, yeah, so that comes out there. I will need to get it out. Where is it? There you go, that little clip there, that's what it clips on with. Put that to one side. I'll be able to find that smaller screwdriver in a minute. I've probably put it, I could still be outside, but oh no, it's right here, it's under my knee. So I used a little flathead screwdriver. The camera's going to focus on it. Oh, parcel man's here, but it's not for me. So yeah, that's that out, and that should push out. Yeah, that'll push out. I don't want to do it just yet. But these cables here, they go into the back of the clutch pedal, and if I can find one, there's like these really small little springs what pop out the back of the I'll show you if you can see them little black things. These things here, they're clipped into there, which hold the pipe on. So you unclip them and the pipe pops straight off. But yeah, and also I was fiddling about with this steering column down here. I was trying to get it off. Oh, nightmare, wires everywhere. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see from there, but oh no, you won't be able to see, but there's a nut at the end of that, and I think that should loosen it and I can pull it off, but I'm not too sure. It feels like it will be. That's the only one on there, so I'm going to try to get a spanner in there and see if it will come off. I think it's an 8mm. No, must be a 10mm. It does fit on. Just trying to get the right angle. There you go. Let's see if I can get you guys a better angle. I'm tightening it now, yeah. Bloody hell. This is such a pain. It's so greasy, the spanner. Keeps slipping off. See the thread coming out now. It's too greasy to grip hold of. I can. Oh, the carpet's a bit difficult there. Yeah. trying to do it with my fingers. Yeah. Oh, what a nuisance. Alright, so that's out. Small thread. Well, I thought I would undo it, but obviously not, unless it's got to have a bit of a pull on it. Alright guys, so we got it off. Just look at all that gunk. But yeah, literally where that bolt is, I was pulling at it, as you could see, couldn't get it off, and I was just twisting it around and then just held onto this bottom bar, what I'm holding on now. Just gave it a little tug and it pulled straight out. So that was probably the easiest part to get off so far. Not gonna lie, but it's all part of learning. I've still got the ignition barrel on there, so that. Yeah, so now I'm gonna move my tools out of the way. I'm gonna try and get this fuse box off. All them fuses, I've got myself a little pot, just a little food container to put all the fuses in, so we don't lose any, because most of them might be alright. So for future projects, I'm gonna have some spare fuses, or if something needs a fuse, we might have one in there. So yeah, we'll crack on with that. Alright guys, so I've just got all of that, all the fuse box off. Looks like all the cables, I've took the fuses out, looks like the cables are stuck in, so I don't know what to do with that, but I may or may not just leave it when I scrap the shell. When I drop the engine out, I will try and see about this wire harness. There's actually so much to a car. Sounds silly, obviously you can tell there's a lot to a car, but when you're a beginner going into it and you sort of come across things and you think, oh, that looks a bit, you know, get a little bit, feel like you're going to get stuck, like a wall's in front of you or something. But actually when you start looking around and stuff, and like looking around the car and, you know, see for the bolts and stuff, you always find that there's something there, but it's actually not as hard as what it looks. Right, you go into it, all the wires and stuff, it's not actually that hard. Obviously the wiring, I was just the sake of unclipping it really, isn't it? But I mean, I wouldn't say I feel like I could put a car together, like if I want to rebuild a car, don't I? Like from the shell, that I'd obviously need a lot of experience of knowing where all the wiring goes and stuff. But stripping a car is not that bad. It's actually quite alright. There's a lot of little parts that you wouldn't expect to be there, sort of thing. But yeah, there's like a lot of parts you wouldn't expect would be worthwhile flogging, sort of thing. But yeah, I've done quite a lot. I've just took the pictures of the parts what I took off today. So the steering column, the brake pedals, so the brake and clutch pedal, I'm going to put that up as one, and then you've got the throttle pedal as well. What else? Oh yeah, the door sills, they seem to be alright. The boot seal as well. There's a stereo what came with the car. I'm going to do that as well. I'm not expecting a great deal for it anyway. But yeah, what else is there? Oh, and the AC system what came out of that unit. But yeah, that's the part hasn't, what I need, the tool hasn't turned up yet, so I'm going to do that in the next video, in part 5, which is a shame really, because I wanted to get at least the front end done today, or in this part, in part 4. But obviously things happen, you can't just rush it. If you rush it, things start going wrong, you start getting stressed out. But yeah, by part 5 I want this whole interior gutted, doors off, boot off, obviously the bonnet's off already, and then we can finally, on part 6, we can finally start working on the outside of the car, get a bit more interesting. The carpet's no good. I'll rip it up anyway, but the carpet's no good for anyone. Yeah, so I'll just show you what it looks like now. Obviously it's a bit messy anyway, but I'll just turn the camera around now. So that's obviously the parts there. The parts are there, what I've listed. So the seals, obviously there's some fuses in that box under there. We've got the AC unit, that's already been listed, and then that's the fuse box what I can get off. But this is almost there. I busted it, didn't I, trying to get it off. But that area's all clear. It's like so spacey now. But there's a lot of wires. The wiring loom goes straight obviously to the engine. But yeah, so I'm happy with how far we've got. That's all the parts in the back. Got loads of parts in the boot as well, if you can see that. Hopefully someone will buy the steering wheel and a few more bits. I've got a couple bits to send off today. The fog lights and the what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the washer bottle with the motor, which is handy. So I mean, the washer bottle I didn't sell for a lot, but I'll update you guys when I've sold a fair bit more. I'll update you guys with how much we've made back so far. Hopefully by part 6 or 7, if we get that far, I'll give you like an overall how much we've made so far, and I'll keep updating it as we go through the channel, like in future. Because obviously the parts I don't expect to sell straight away. Some of them will sit there for so long. But yeah, so hopefully we will sell a few bits this week, and the quicker we sell bits, the quicker we can buy our next project and crack on and keep on climbing, folks. Keep on climbing. I just want to say as well, if you guys got a dream, don't ever let it go to waste, because I've been holding back on this for so long, and it feels so good to finally share with you guys everything I've been doing. So yeah, so let's climb together. If you need help, just let me know and we'll try and work together. But I'll see you guys in part number 5. Thanks.